You know, I do a very good James Van Der Beek impression. I promised I wouldn't do this.
Let's hear it.
This is my impression of James Van Der Beek. I don't want your life. Previously on Island Hoppers, the contestants have no idea that it's me. They just know there's a host. In this competition, I'm gonna be your best friend.
I don't know what this is.
This drink is called She Left Me.
I'm a mother pheasant plucker. I pluck mother pheasants. And people want to ask me if I'm an observant Jew. I gotta be like, no, I'm an oblivious one. Hey.
I'm really scared of heights, you guys.
That booty's jiggling. Jiggle. Put it.
10.
10 for me.
10 as well.
Go me.
Dance like nobody's watching. Well, everybody's watching.
There it is.
End up to be a three-way tie. I don't know when I'm gonna catch up, if I will.
Before you do your rap, you were to take one very healthy scoop of habanero salsa.
Drop that beat.
3 up-and-coming comedians competing in 6 different challenges for 1 rookie spot at the Punchliner Comedy Club on Carnival Cruise Line. I'm James Van Der Beek. This is Island Hoppers. Let's have some fun.
So it's last day of the competition, last day of the cruise. We all get to perform stand-up. Finally, we're all doing 5 minutes at the Punchliner Comedy Club here on the Carnival ship.
This is the challenge that we've been preparing for our whole lives.
Mike is really funny. Dana's really funny. It's gonna be a game of inches. I don't know what's gonna happen.
The task is at hand. The stakes are high. We're ready. We're just gonna see if they're ready too.
You ready for our first comedian? Fantastic! He hails from New York. He has the most exquisite back hair you've ever seen. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mike.
All right, give it up for James Van Der Beek, most beautiful man in the Caribbean. Give it up for him. All right. I moved to New York about 3 years ago. Moved there with a wife, 3 kids, and 0 jobs. Turns out, wrong number of all those things. So that's pretty cool, you know, killing it. Now there's 5 of us in a 1-bedroom in Queens, just reliving the 19th century immigrant experience in America. It's going pretty well. I take a family vacation every year. I love it. It's so special, right? You get away, you're alone, together, you know? And there's always that moment, pretty early on when you first get away, you look around, you know, and you're thinking, man, like, with you guys here, what exactly am I getting away from? Because turns out my problems aren't geographic. They're interpersonal. And what do you know? Looks like they even followed me to the beach. How about that, right? I don't know why we do it, man. We save our money all year, so hey, we can piss each other off somewhere else, you know? Right? Camping seems like maybe not all of you are familiar. It's what poor people do for vacation. You're like, oh, y'all want to go somewhere? Cool. How about outside? How about that? We could go there. Find some trees, maybe sleep underneath them. That should be cheap. I meant fun. That should be fun. Fun. It's so fun. Camping's not a vacation. It's more of a warning, you know, of what life after a few missed payments could be like all the time. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of out there camping. Like, you having fun, kids? Good. Where things are going, this could be your future. You know, so that's. It's less about the experience of camping. It's more about the relief of returning home and realizing, oh, this isn't so bad. You know, like I had it all wrong. I was thinking our place was cramped and uncomfortable. I never gave it credit for being completely indoors. I mean, the whole thing. Walls and a ceiling, almost too much, if you think about it, that we should be so blessed. Weeks later, I'll have been camping. I'll be at home. I'll be like, is the kitchen a mess? Yes, it is. Is it attracting bears? No, it's not. So, methinks the dishes can wait. Thank you. Thank you very much. When I get off stage, I guess I must have walked, but I felt like I was floating. I mean, they were laughing hard.
It's so cool being a comedian here on Carnival Cruise Line because you have to perform for so many different types of people from everywhere.
People are here on vacation and they're excited, and these guys have to be on their game.
I mean, this can really launch your career, and that's what's on the line.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Nigeria by way of Los Angeles. Give it up for Chinedu!
It's been nice, man, seeing all the beautiful couples walking around the ship. It's making me miss my girlfriend. One of my New Year's resolutions this year was to communicate better with her. So I've been using more emojis, you know? Yeah, emojis can save a relationship. It really can, man. I got a romantic soul, but you know, sometimes money could be tight. But now because of emojis, every time I text her, she get roses, flowers, bouquets, chocolate, shoes. I'll get her 68 shoes. It costs me nothing, you know? When she really cool, I wake up early and I text her breakfast, man. You gotta try. She loves it, man. She go to work, bring it to her friends. Look at Chinedu, he done woke up early and text me eggs. The boy, serious questions. It's how she said good morning to me the other day. She was like, why don't you want to get married? You just told me you would die for me. I said, that's true. I would die for you, but getting married is like, it's like dying slowly. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't die slowly for nobody, you know, right now. I'll die suddenly for a lot of people. I'm a hero at heart, you know? I don't want to get tortured to death. I want to die a toe at a time, you know? She's like, do you want to have kids? I said, yes, soon. Kind of surprised her. My friend said, why you tell her that? You still young. I was like, I know, but my mom is getting older and I need her to raise them. You know what I'm saying? I'm very busy. Take advantage of that youth. My full name is Chinedu and Emeka Unaka. It was really tough growing up in LA with a name like that. Like I almost had to be kindergarten twice because it took me too long to learn how to spell my full name, you know? I love my name, don't get me wrong, but that age, I was a little jealous of the kids, like really easy names to spell. They only had like 3 letters, just always cocky about it. Amy and Ben, you know? But one time the teacher was like, hey, Amy, could you come in front and spell your first name for the class? She was like, yes, I can, Miss Brown. So, but this time, I want you all to spell your last name. The kids is like, ooh, last names. I'm in the back like, come on, man, last names, you know? I'm checking my notes, right? Amy comes up, she's super cocky. My first name is A-M-Y, and my last name is M-A-Y. I'm like, hold up, man, that's the same 3 letters remix, man. That's nothing, Amy. What's your middle name, Yams? Come on, I gotta spell 3 SAT words. She's over here bragging about Amy Yams. Man, that's nothing. That's my time, man. Appreciate it. Keep it going for James, man. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, next up, she is from Connecticut. Put it together for Dana.
I want you guys to send me a lot of love because I'm going through a really rough breakup right now with a guy I never met. We dated in my head is what the point. That's what happened. I know. He doesn't know I exist, but he hurt me. He did. I'm single. I've been single so long, my last relationship is from a past life. A psychic told me. She was like, it was 1822, the last time you experienced true love. I was like, that is oddly specific and it feels accurate. I need to stop going to psychics because they tell me the same thing. You know, they're like, once you tap into your full potential, you're gonna skyrocket. I was like, I paid you $100 to tell you what my parents tell me for free. Where do we go from here? You know what I mean? What else want to talk about?
So I go into my set, feeling confident, I'm feeling great, everything's going well. Halfway through, I actually just blanked, like I just forgot my jokes.
Okay, yeah, so I just found out that my ex got engaged. I know, pretty awful. We broke up 8 years ago, so somebody moves on quick. I'm still mourning. He's engaged to a woman who looks identical to his mother now. I'm happy for him though, you know? I think that's the American dream, to find somebody that reminds you of your parent, right? It's nice. What's that saying? Women are into men who remind them of their father? I think that saying is true because I'm into guys who are never around. Yeah, I didn't know if I wanted to do that one, but I'm gonna stand by it. Okay, thank you guys so much.
That would have been a great set if I didn't just blank.
All right, come on up, guys. I just want to say you guys are amazing. It's been so much fun hanging with you. I'm not a stand-up, I'm not a comedian, I'm not even really a host. And then to see you on stage. Mike, there's such a humility to your comedy with this like charm. It's just fantastic to watch. Chinadu, there's an accessibility and a vulnerability on stage that you show. There's like an inclusiveness. And Dana, I love the honesty all the way up to that line of like uncomfortable, where like, should we be laughing? Is it okay to laugh? I think it's okay because she just said it on stage. Now it falls to the judges to give them scores. Billy D is shaking his head right now. I know that's tough. Coming in, the scores were almost tied. And this round is worth 20 points. So it is really anybody's game.
Can I quit now? Is it too late for me to quit? I don't even want to do this.
No, we're not at port yet. Sorry.
Oh my God. It's gonna be really hard because they're so different.
Now it's time for the judging. I'm up on stage with my opponents, and I feel a sort of sense of serenity. I feel good about what I did, and the rest of it is out of my hands.
All right, so first up, we had Mike.
Mike, one of the things that I love about a comic is when they leave the stage that I know who they are. I thought your set was absolutely brilliant. For that reason, I gave you a 19.
You are a comedian who delivers punchlines not only verbally, but with his facial expressions. And I love that. But from what I saw tonight, I still don't know what I'm gonna do yet. So what I was saying is that I think that for this particular set, 19.
Mike, you are such a weirdo. I love you. No, we've hung out this week and you have these bizarre ideas and crazy stuff that you throw in. So it was so exciting to finally get to see you on stage. You just pounded it. It was amazing.
Pounded it, Mike.
So for me, you got an 18.
All right.
Next up is Chinadu.
Chinadu, I love the fact that you eased into the set, and then at the end, you really told us who you were. The comedy was solid. I never saw it coming on so many lines, and for that, I am also giving you the 19.
Chinadu, I will remember Yam forever. And I didn't think that he started off slow at all. I think that he was establishing a character. So I'm going to give you the first perfect score.
Chinadu. Honestly, when you were walking up, I thought, oh, I kind of feel bad for Chinadu because Mike just slayed. But you got up there and you held your own and you're like, nope, I got this too. And for that, I'm giving you a 19, buddy.
Next up, Dana.
Dana, I think you're a funny comic, and I love the character that you are on stage. But for this competition, I just didn't feel like you gave us enough material to even be able to pull off this gig. And for that, I'm gonna give you a 15 for that set. 15.
I thought you did a great job. I thought you've been outstanding throughout this competition. But when it came to the pause and you kind of lost your train of thought a little bit, it would have been cool if you would have worked that segue into a joke. But for those reasons, I give you an 18.
You had 5 minutes today, girl. You had all week, you knew you were doing it, and you forgot or you lost your place. And this was the one where it was just your moment to shine of doing what you do. And, you know, it's hard to be there, but I gave you a 17.
Now for the final scores.
I know I'm not supposed to say this, but Dana, you scored a 50, which brings your total to 168. Chinadu, you got a 58, which brings your total to 174. And Mike, you got a 56, which also brings your total to 174. The reason I said when I stepped up here, the reason this is tough on me is because I award a fun point. It falls on me. So what I am going to do is I'm going to give my fun point to Dana, and I'm going to ask right now from the stage, I'm going to put the pressure on somebody else. Do you want to sign both Chinadu and Mike to Punchliner? There's some commiserating happening. Can we get a camera on the commiserating? What do you think? Is that a yes? Yes! Yes!
So I tied with Mike, which is actually a better case scenario than me just winning, because Mike is a good dude. So I'm happy he also gets to form a carnival. Maybe we could be on the ship at the same time.
Even though I lost this competition, I seriously feel like a winner. Being a stand-up comedian at the Punchliner Comedy Club seems like a real dream job, so I hope I get a second chance at it in the future.
After the show ends, I feel like I exhaled for the first time in a week. I told my wife, I talked to her about all of the opportunities that this can create for us.
William, Billy, and Jody were super awesome. I learned a lot from them, so I'm excited to take that knowledge, mold it into my own, and kill these shows. So it's gonna be a great time.
Woo! Yeah, Jamaica! Time!
I'm James Vanderbeek, reminding you to choose fun.